Okay, we're back with some more Monster Sanctuary. This is going to literally be the only game I play for a little bit. I want to make progress, and I want to be able to play this outside of streaming because I like it more, but I need to, beat it to do that. So, yeah, that's where we're at. They also did yeah, they updated it too, which is some skill adjustments and stuff. I did not realize this game was still being patched. I know they're working on like a new game as well. Morai. And up to my other file. Okay. Not catch a new bird, right? Honestly, even if I did, I think I would hold off on hatching it until I'm like max level, just to not have to worry about training it. Okay, water, wind, water. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out kind of good combos. Lammy is just, such a glass cannon, and I really need to fix that as a healer. They need to be able to survive. Let's start with power. Then we'll do Sonic Wave to hopefully get some debuffs. Didn't really work. And then we'll buff. Start with defense. Why am I attacking the one that's weak? No! Ow. Ow. Yeah, we're gonna do Mass Restore. Also, play debuff. Sweet. And we'll use you to build up combos since you don't have the elements needed. They kind of do, but not really. We'll do the back one this time. Okay, we're looking healthy again. Not bad. That one does defense damage stuff, I think. Again, glass cannon is a problem. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna need to do something about that. You jerk. I wanted you to die. You probably will with that poison, though. There we go. Curious what that extra hit at the end is. Woo! Okay, we'll finish you off. And hopefully, we'll be able to finish off the last... What are these things called? Polterfin. Polteroven. Polterfin. Polterfin. Polterofen. Sounds German. Polterofen. What is that over there? It's a Bulldoroven. Bulldoroven. Anyway. Casual racism aside, let's try and kill this thing. I don't know if that's racist. I don't know. I've just... No, it's not racism. It's, what is it called? Culture... I don't know. There's a word for it, probably. Stereotyping. That's the word I'm looking for. But it's also kind of accurate with how the language sounds. Okay. You need more defense. Badly. Yeah. We're gonna start giving you some defense boosts. I mean that. Increased by like... Yeah, by 32. But then... No, it's actually just about 32. Do I have things that increase your defense? I really do. Like, the other option is health. So you can be a health tank. But seeing as how mana increases your... You just don't do a ton of damage. That's why you're kind of... Okay. I might need to respec you into... Yeah, let's use the skill resetter on you. Actually, what is your... Hold on. I need to look up what their, alternate shift is, and I might want to shift to it, because I'm starting to realize I want them to be like a heal debuffer, which might be better. Shock Hopper. Start of turn, remove a debuff from each monster in the party. When this monster applies the debuff to an enemy, 35% chance to spread to another. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was kind of going for. I didn't want you to be a debuffer. Seeing as how... Okay. Healing actions trigger an additional heal. Increased mana cost. That's okay. I mean, we are going to still want to have... Honestly, there's no reason, if the whole point is to apply debuffs and not deal damage, there's no point to get the higher versions of Sonic Wave. At least with Sonic Assault, it automatically applies weakness. And okay. So as for the rest of this, I'm getting Thunderstrike. I think this only triggers on a hit. That's good. Want mana. Well, actually, no. Okay, so... I don't apply a random debuff. Whenever this monster spends a turn without attacking an enemy, apply a random debuff on her. Okay, yeah, that's the one I want. Healing skills also apply shield. We're gonna get you magic plus. Get that increased magic. So, going all in on magic. That'll be good for healing. I mean, how much do these cost now? How much do these cost? Like, I think they can kind of do both, but I'm gonna remove that for now. I don't need the attack ones because I mostly got them to get multi-chill. But I did want to get more defense on you. I might reduce the attack boost a little bit. Order, get more defense. Yeah, if I kind of go all in, like 25% magic does make by 22. Yeah, it's not going to increase the percentage all that much. That's an aura, which is good. I'd like to get Saboteur Shield. Actually, that's a... Now I think about it, this is what I really need. Hold on. This applies based on defense. And this will make me a little bit more versatile. Since I have a chance to spread, I mean, I do want these now. That's not too big of a deal yet. Like this, the Shockhopper has like two distinct like routes you can go, and both are good, but I do need healing at this point. Yeah. Oh yeah, defense is what I was trying to do. I seem to have it. So I'm gonna now go for chill. And we're gonna redo your equipment. Mana's good, but seeing as how I'm only getting 15% of mana, the defense and attack, I think I want to just go defense. Mana defense. Actually, so you can get 204. Oh man, you really don't even need 204. 195 is plenty. Now, that will go down a little bit from equipment, but okay, I want more defense. Defense and health isn't bad. Defense and mana regeneration. Defense and crit chance don't need that. Defense and magic. Yes, we'll do that. physical. It's both. Huh. There should be an item that does. Hold on. I'm curious now. Equipment. And weapons. That. Go away. There we go. So. Oh, I see. I'm like, why is there an extra thing? And then I realized, oh, it's because the stick can only be level 1. Or why is there only one thing at level 1? Okay, so wand is what I want. What drops a wand? Equipment merchant does offer it in Keeper Stronghold. For reaching Keeper Dragoon. My Keeper rank. Keeper Champion. Okay, probably not high enough. So we'll keep the scepter then. Any special items? That do magic and defense. Yeah, restoring wand, which is actually pretty good for what I want. But that's in the final area as far as I'm aware. I think it's the final area. So we'll just leave it at that. I just don't want to bother leveling anyone else up right now. I just redid the shock hopper. Now... Oh yeah, I can do more defense. Belt. I thought I did bracelet. No, I didn't. I'd like a better wizard hat, but ultimately 400 defense isn't bad. I mean, you have 200 defense, but you just have so much health. Ari... 200 defense. Man, why is the shock hopper... What's your health? Hold on. 243. Oh, yeah, your health is just real low, so I need to pump up the defense to counteract the lack of, Oh, hey. Hello again. How are you doing? Did you hatch your Scorch yet? I hope your Scorch has been as useful for you as it has been to me. The mystical workshop is quite fascinating, isn't it? I think that I didn't even know this place existed, and it's so close to the stronghold, too. Funny how some places in the sanctuary can only be reached with the help of certain monsters, isn't it? Makes them even more important to have. Anyway, since it seems that our fates are intertwined, I've been wanting to give you this. Of stone. I guess I don't have to tell you what that is. You should be able to make good use of that, right? From what I've heard, the champion monsters only get tougher the deeper you travel into the sanctuary. Funny how that works, too, huh? Anyway, I'll probably stay here for now, so you'll know where to find me. Which is quite fascinating. What is the purpose of all these giant cogs? Somebody should study this area. Oh. That's a monster. I think Keeper Dragoon is later than what I have, but it's worth a shot. Also, actually, I do need to upgrade the hat for my shock hopper. Silk. There we go. Okay. Let us find out if you have wands. I don't think you do. Staff. Oh, you do have wands. Let's buy another just in case. Wand. Let me also make sure that your mana regeneration is actually okay. 77, that should be good. Yep. Okay, there you are. One more steel. Here we go. Just a few more. There we go. Lots of stuff. Okay. Let's continue to explore the tower. Also, we got more of, all hammers. Okay, let's see. We need water. Let's try this. Everyone's weak to water. Good team play. And we'll start with Sonic Wave to hopefully weaken everyone. Nope. We'll do... Put that off in. There we go. Around my chair. Then it gets into ruts. I don't like you building up criticals. But now you can do what I built you for. Which is to heal and debuff. Nah, it didn't spread. Team play. Oh, right, you can't get higher until... Unfortunate. Unless I have a different person on the team. Okay. Let's start with a targeted heal. And we can... let's do Chilling Storm. Now, can you kill the Portodolphin? It's literally the only way my brain can say it now. Ah, yeah, Lammy's actually able to tank some damage now. That is nice. Sylvia's still a glass cannon, though. But... Moss here. Wah-ah-ah. Okay, I definitely need to do the thing with the lightning. Actually, I think everyone has, yeah. No reason, especially since the other two are magic anyway. Let's just do an Ice Storm again. Can you build enough to chill if I can? And we can kill the Portodolphin. There we go! Stampy! Heal up Sylvia. Sylvia keeps taking damage. Oh yeah, that is the only cold thing you have. That's probably a good point as to why I should be using it. Okay, can you finish off? Yeah, we'll finish off the salad hammer in the back. Okay, yeah. Landing has enough offense without equipment. So, like, even if I wanted to attack with them, like, let's just see. Yeah, they have plenty of offense. They don't have crit, though, so there's not really much of a reason to do potential crit stuff. Something would be worth... what I might do is get rid of the attacks have a chance, like, because that's kind of unnecessary since the attacks have a guarantee as well. And then I can do some other stuff in the long run. I still think, for now, just keeping them as kind of more of a healer is a better idea. Now, what is over here? Okay. Looks like uplift. Oh. I don't need you anymore. Still need all that. Yeah. Okay. That probably leads to the end game, because I do know it's a... I mean, they did say, oh, it's the tower next to the sanctuary, and so I assume it's, you know, in that direction. Okay, I see. Nope. Gotta be faster. Oh, freaking heck. What happens if I stand here? They're smart. The devs thought of everything. I think that's doable. I gotta be accurate, though. And then I immediately forgot. Failed falling off the ledge. Hooray. I is good at games. I need to land on that stub, which is kind of a pain. Seriously? Well, I'm going right over. Come on. Got it! Summon the sword. Non-critical damage increased. Nothing. Greetings, Keeper Champion Worm. You are talking to Trade Golem. Steel Golems wish to increase the production of trust between the biological and the mechanical residents of the sanctuary. Therefore, Trade Golem offers different wares to you that were crafted in the workshop. That box is nice. I don't have enough for all of these. My burn or chill, that's actually pretty good. That's alright. Shield generator. Shield self 50% max health. Max mana at the start of every turn. I mean, I'd like to get all of these, but I'll have to come back. I'll come back. Keep our champion warm. How can Dread Golem assist you at this moment? No, there wouldn't really necessarily be anything back there, but it's worth a shot. Okay. Climb the tower more. Forevermore. For a second I thought they were... Wait, why is this here? I don't think anyone has like a ranged break. Raspberry. Problem is, there wouldn't really be anything there. Like, there's not another passageway, so... I'll just keep going. The Keeper. Or another alchemist. Trevisan. Greetings. My name is Trevisan. You must be a monster keeper. That must be another one of the alchemists. Let's get it. You must have met some of my former colleagues. Don't worry. I am not an official member of the Order of Alchemists anymore. I don't even have any monsters. I'm a scholar, not a fighter. That's why I was drawn to alchemy. It was the first time I found something that I could get recognition for. It was with great pain that I had to leave the Order, but I have certain suspicions about Marduk, the leader of the Order. If you help me, I will gladly share my suspicions with you, Keeper. But first, I need to confirm these suspicions. That's why I'm here. I need to access something that could very well be hidden away in one of the top floors of the workshop. Usually, I get by in the sanctuary with stealth and occasional smoke bomb or two, but the workshop's denizens aren't that easily fooled. Knowing my colleagues, there could also be very well a champion monster on the way. You keepers like taking care of those, right? If you can pave a path for me through the workshop, I'll share all I know with you. Well, this one seems to be quite reasonable, if not a little annoying. His knowledge would be very valuable to us. We should still keep an eye on him, but let's trust him for now. I have certain suspicions about the current leader of the alchemists, Marduk, and I refuse to work to propagate his shady schemes. Sorry for being secretive, but I will share everything with you very soon, once we have some more clarity. Oh, okay. You guys are interesting little things. Ornithopter. I don't know what an ornitho is. Actually, I'm very curious. Ornithopter. I feel like I should know what this means. Oh, it's that thing. Aircraft generated lift, Taurus, flapping its wings. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like a Da Vinci mechanism. Or, kind of. But... Never really worked out. We can kind of do it now, but it's still hard. Yeah. Ornis in Terron. Because Pater is actually... So, helicop and Pater are the two words in helicopter that are like the two pits. Because people think helicopter, but it's actually helico and Pater. Or just ter. It's... Helicoter is kind of more what it should be. I mean, that's where pterodactyl comes from. It's wing fingers, I think. Anyway. Let's see. Wind, grass. Let's do... And dough. There we go. It's dough, though. Lots of sidekick. Even more sidekick. All the sidekick. Don't strip my buffs. Oh, you can web. Like web. Very world and wide. I should be able to... Alright, just that. Neat. Not great, but still neat. Okay. Krevin. Use the thing. I could probably just kill you with Ice Storm and might as well do chip damage to the other two. Potentially chill. Not much though. Wow, you can strip good. Yeah, that was a sentence. Probably also buff with might. Because everyone here is physical. Man, I'm just full of weird today. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about, like, yeah, so I am going to be doing a live stream on Sundays in about a month, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2. I'm going to start doing Pathfinder 2nd edition. Yeah, it's going to be Fist of the Ruby Phoenix. Oh my gosh, stop stripping me. That's a soundbite that can be taken out of context. Anyway, could use Earthquake. You'll probably be fine. Let's just build up combo. Getting tired of having to reapply buffs after I keep getting stripped. But yeah, I'm honestly planning to do some things. I mean, one of my players wants to be a summoner and wants to do some special things from a third-party book, which is a reputable third-party book. It's not like they're being weird about it, but I'll probably allow it because summoner... They released Impossible Magic, and I can actually talk about this. Yeah, they really didn't. I wanted them to fix some things about Summoner, because Summoner is really like they just don't do anything well. It's like they're supposed to be about this creature that they can buff, but like they just don't do a lot of it. I mean, it's like, yeah, it just would take so much to make what they're doing worthwhile. Because you need to spend the time to buff and the time to like actually attack with the creature. And you can do this with other classes that have an animal companion, but you can't. But the problem with those, like, you can do 2 actions, command animal, and then they can do 2 actions, and that works. But when you have 3 actions split between 2 characters, it becomes kind of infeasible to make it function well, because effectively you're just kind of become a sitting duck, I feel like. Now, this is looking at it without actually playing it. So maybe it plays differently, and so I'm not going to change a ton. In fact, the third-party content doesn't change the base class at all. It just adds some functionality to what I'm pretty sure my player wants, which is the meld into Eidolon feature. And it allows you to, like, pick... It's not an archetype, but it is, I shouldn't have done that. What did I get? No idea. Okay. High fly. I can fly twice as high. Where did it go? Ah. Blue. I think that means clothing, which is neat. Actually, I'm actually curious. Ah, okay. Well, I could have just done the Shockhopper then. They do both. Old World Tycoon. Bit of a wealthy and fashionable businessman or businesswoman of the old world. Wealth is power. Hold on a second. Nope. Would have been cool. So yeah, but I do agree. I'm not going to change too much because, again, I don't want to change a ton if I haven't played a ton, you know? But changing a little bit in a way that people have actually play tested is not a bad idea. Especially if it helps the player get kind of what the vibe they want. I don't like that. I thought so. That just hit me as, this is not a thing. Okay, we'll do my magic dudes. Really, Sylvia's kind of magic, but magic dudes. Okay, let's start with buffing. I don't know why. But really nothing? Okay. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Basically, I think what he wants is like the synthesis summoner concept from 1E, where you kind of like turn into your creature. I think the way and so he gave me a third-party book because like, okay, actually this looks fine. It's got some interesting bits, or some things that might be problematic, but I don't think it'll be too bad. Well, sorry. It's just weird the way it's, like, set up. Oh, no, I did. This is the first round. Okay. Oh, weird spooky guy. A lot of dodges. Lucky me. Shockhopper. Heal. now, I can't do magic. Yeah, it's better to do magic. There we go. Heal from electricity. Anything will work. What do you need? Regeneration is probably a good idea. Oh wait, no, they resist. That. So we'll do wind for more magic power. Yeah, so that'll be cool. Well, I'm gonna be playing a Magus. I just wish Paizo would make the summoner a little bit more viable. They just seem to be really afraid. Wow, that was close. Okay, you're going to just restore yourself. You can finish off that one. And you... what do we need? Got glory. Can't do regeneration though. More defense. I'll do more defense. That's what we'll do. Yeah. But it's interesting. It's just, you know, got something going for it. So I think it'll help get him getting the concept he wants. Meld into Eidolon just has so many drawbacks and no benefits. It's weird. Let's see if we can't kill the first flame. Awesome. And then there was one. Yeah, but overall, and then Tantus, good old Tantus. I keep trying to get him to think about his character, but he's a doofus. Crit ring, that's good. What's up here? Something. That's where I'm supposed to go. Looks like where I'm supposed to go. You guys on the way back. I just don't want to do it right now. Unless this wraps around? I was not expecting it to wrap around. Okay, Doe, I'm gonna need your help. Mystic Workshop key, okay. Well, I got one. Nope. Oh my gosh, had I not screwed up that last hit, I would have been fine. Head hitting. The worst. Yep. I'm gonna modify some things about the adventure. No. Namely, I'm gonna make it so the island has stuff to explore like every other day. Rather than, like, the fights are for every other day. Rather than every day. So it's all like, just spread things out a bit and give them more reason to just explore the island. Feather +5. That's gonna be definitely used for someone right 19. That's a lot of feathers. We're gonna give it to Ari. That's who's gonna get it. So we have to check. Alright, now we'll fight these ornithopters. Strange flying machines. Actually, yeah, we'll do the forward team. Team Alpha. Going in. And we'll like buffing with Ari, buffing with Doe. And then finally buffing with Gavin. There we go. I remember their name. I didn't forget about them. Don't worry. You're not the awkward middle child. Don't believe anything I tell you when I'm not thinking. Don't listen to anything I say when I'm not filtering my words carefully to avoid upsetting you. Yeah, we'll just do some quaking. And then you do some combo building. And then you do some soul beaming. Yeah. So yeah. What I'm planning on doing is, yeah, making it so that every other day. I also want to modify the crafting rules a bit for Pathfinder, because when I played it, they were very unsatisfying. But I have a way to make them, I've thought of a way to make them more interesting, literally this morning. When it really comes down to it, I realized, like, maybe just a limitation of crafting is just going to be like, okay, you can use the same crafting rules for hours, or sorry, in minutes, and then if you do that, the item will last hours before, like, falling apart, or going bad for potions and that kind of stuff, or short-circuiting in the case of runes. They still have to take time, obviously, if they want to, and they still have to spend the full cost. Like, they're still going to have to spend the half cost. So it's, or, like, and the extra time. So it's like, it's not worth it if you don't plan to use it quickly. But as far as and then you can do it in hours to make it last days, and then the days, which is default, will make it last forever. So that's the idea. And no, probably not. Okay, so we'll just do some normal teaming up against the first one and then tagging the second one. Not bad. Okay. I should kill the first one, and then Gavin can fight the second one. Last one. Mono-e-mono. No. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Modify the crafting rules, because, like, when I played Ixmanor and Cantus's game, you can check those out on his channel, I was very disappointed with the crafting. He kind of just let us craft in the day, like, and that's the thing, we just were paying full price for things and just crafting because he was so stingy with loot. That's the other thing. Tantus just, they're apparently Pathfinder horror stories are built on GMs not handing out loot, and Tantus handed out loot never. Like, I literally had to remind him constantly, and he's like, well, I can't figure out a good place to put it. Literally, there were millions of places. You could have figured something out. You really could have figured something out, Tantus. There's no excuse. Like, just because you're bad at figuring out places doesn't mean you can't, like, have us find it in a fucking alley, you know? You know, there are tons of, but that would have been found by now. How do you fucking know? Oh, have it give it to us by a refugee. Oh, but they confiscated all the weapons for use. People can hide things. But then, you know, it's just like, there is always a way to make an excuse. No one's perfect. Anyway, yeah, no, that was a terrible game, mostly because of the lack of loot. He did not follow loot structures as you're supposed to. Yeah. Actually, I'm probably just gonna do this again. There we go. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be running an adventure pass, so loot's gonna be pretty abundant because of the way they do it, but we're gonna thopter that orner. Or sorry, we're gonna pertur that ornithaw. Oh gee. Yeah, basically it's just to add more variety to crafting. And make it useful, and this doesn't hurt the alchemist, because the alchemist can make things in turns that last. Well, first off, they can make anything in the morning that lasts a full day as just part of prep, and then they can make things in turns that last till the end of the turn. You know, so it's not like that crazy. It doesn't hurt their thing, but it would expand their options if we needed to. And then I also plan to actually improve, like, kind of, so it's like, so it's gonna last, so basically, if you make something using minutes, once you finish, it'll last until the end of the next hour. You can double that. What I'm planning to do is make it so you can double that by harvesting, by using like a harvesting activity while exploring. So if you recently used a harvest activity while exploring, because I think there is kind of a gap. Anyway, so you're using up some of your exploration activity. If you then try and craft, you can double the time to 2 hours, or or 2 days if you're doing the day crafting or the hourly crafting. Then if you harvest from a creature, you can also double it again. So if you've done some exploration, kill a creature, harvest from it, you can then have the item last for. You can then spend minutes to make it. You can also do tens of minutes. To make it, and you're still gonna have to spend costs. Well, what I'll also do is make it so if you harvest, you can choose to either yeah, well, I need to work this out, but there's definitely a way to do it. I don't think it's bad. I'm gonna do the first guy, that guy, because the first guy is definitely gonna get murked by Ari. Almost definitely, unless he dodges a lot. There we go. More than that. Yeah, so it's definitely yeah. So it'll require some fine tuning. I did not mean to do that with Ari. Oh well. But honestly, I could probably finish you off. I'll be safer. Yeah. So I'll need to fine tune it, but like my thoughts are ways to make it cost less. Or maybe I'll just do both. You know, it'll cost less, and you can use those same things for you know, the other rules maybe. Okay, I need to go back down. And because this is clearly the right-ish way. Let's go figure out what's going on in that upper corner. Well, both upper corners, really. I think I was supposed to do that differently. Ah. Okay, I'm actually going to be right back because I need to use the bathroom. Be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, I was thinking more about it. Again, although I again wanna. There we go. Dang it! Well, bound to happen eventually. Yeah, I think what I'll probably do for the crafting is I could do the generic rules, which are reduce cost by X amount. In fact, I can talk about this a little bit. In fact, let me look this up real fast. Give me 1 second. Because I want to look up the base rules. RPGs. There's Paizo. There's Paizo Pathfinder. 2 Phi's. Player core. Skills. And then it's general skill actions. Is you. Income. There we go. So, like, the way it currently works is based on how trained you are in the skill, you can earn income. And if you want to, like, craft something completely for free currently, I would argue that you would need to do a survival, earn income, extended check, to get that half cost, and then do a crafting check to then spend that cost. Like, that's kind of, if you want to craft something for free, you need a ton of time. Because that's effectively what you're doing. How long can you do earn income? Use one skill to make money during downtime level. Sometimes you can find better work. Pick on a job. You work around the task on subsequent days without needing to roll again. Yeah, okay, so yeah, you can just do it for as long as you need to, based on the initial task. Start with Sonic Wave. I don't know why I didn't do this first. Anyway. Yeah. You're weak, so we'll avoid attacking you. So yeah, effectively that's what you need to do, which could take a long time. I mean... Ooh, ouch. Stop it. Yeah, at least he can survive. At least Hopper can, or Lammy can survive now. Yeah, but ultimately, oh wait, I forgot to do the magical. Ultimately though, you can't do it. It's just, they wanted to make it really challenging for the sake of balance. Basically, you need a lot of downtime to really make anything worthwhile. And effectively, to craft something for free, you need to put all that time in. I think it's ridiculous, though. First off, I would allow players, if they wanted to over time, let's say I'm doing a game that's not a adventure path, to effectively build up a supply line, get distributors to like reduce costs and allow more. In the end, potions aren't that powerful. As weird as that may sound, It's not like so crazy just to give them infinite potions. Items are a little bit harder, but even then, they can only craft things up to their level anyway, and you can only attune to so many things. So I just really don't see the need to limit it that hard. The idea is you want to motivate your players to like go out and get things, but there are other ways to do that, such as I said, harvesting ingredients. And so that's why, like, what I'd planned to do, hold on, what else do I need? Fire will be good. Okay, we'll do fire. Yeah, like harvesting ingredients is a good way. Like, yeah, well, you want to go out and harvest ingredients. You can either do it the slow way or do it faster by adventuring. That's why a gather ingredient side task, and Alchemist does it for free. They can continue to make more quick alchemy vials for free by doing the same thing while doing another task. Effectively, they get the gather ingredient for free. Heck, I might even give that to them to where they can do the gathering ingredient activity for free. Everyone's healthy, so let's just use voltage to get the back one more shock. There we go. And healing is effectively infinite. Like, the only thing that like the heal skill does is take time. You can get them up to full health no matter what, and time sometimes is a factor, and that's why it's all. But crafting will still take time, and that's why I like the idea of breaking it down into component parts, as you might say. And yeah, so it'll work out probably fine. It's all about player motivation. I feel like there are better ways to motivate players than to just restrict what they have access there, or then basically restrict their time and basically say, no, you can't do that because you don't have time. There we go. Watch me be able to get through here. No? Okay. Yeah. So, it's definitely something I'm going to do. Allow for better crafting. And now, that does make the crafting skill more powerful, which is probably the one downside, but there are already so many things that make it powerful. Fine. I'll continue fighting. So, it's already a more powerful skill than a lot of others, which, you know, and now the earn income rules still exist. But yeah, I just feel like crafting is a fun part of the game, and a lot of players want to do more of it. And if you don't want to do more of it, you know, I'm making, if you're not an alchemist, it's taking your exploration activity. You know, it's gonna hurt you in the, you know, you're gonna be less aware. You're not gonna be investigating. There's other things you can do. So, I feel like it's unnecessary to kind of limit that. Let's go for you. The first one, I'll destroy next time with my starting attacks. Will I regret it? Maybe. Okay, heal up everyone. Yeah, this should kill. So yeah, what I might do is make it so, basically you can do all the I'd probably take the normal crafting time. Like, I remember taking like 12 days to, like, craft something. It is kind of ridiculous still. We'll do water for defense. So, yeah, it's still like a, whatever, like 12 hours or, you know, 2 hours for something that will last an hour is still kind of meh. But it's not brokenly meh. Very much, while we're spending 2 hours healing this person, you can make a healing potion to make it go a little bit faster. You know, it's like, we're already doing this. Why not give you some options? And, you know, then you can make a, or during that time, you can prep, and it's a batch of 4, so, you know, it'll help even more. So, I think there are ways to do it. I'll have to math it out a bit, but yeah, I thought about that today. Anyway, I like the idea. Yeah, so also during the second book, I'm definitely planning to make the tournament happen like week to week. I feel like that will just be better. I don't know, like, I mean, it can be, there's basically 2 ways to think about it, like an event like that, but I feel like giving them, there's a lot of stuff that happens in between, and I kind of feel like spreading it out is good, and that'll give them more downtime. I like downtime in games, if that's not obvious. I like players being able to do more than just adventure. I always find it's, like, more fun. I mean, this other thing, we'll go back to Tantus's game. He, you know, oops, fell right into them. Because we need water. Honestly, Gavin and Lammy are really the only ones who do water, so we'll do Doe, Lammy, and Gavin. But wait, Doe can be the one who focuses on healing. And Lammy can maybe try and do some water attack stuff. Yeah. So, and yeah, so my goal is just give, I mean, am I extending the campaign? Maybe a little bit. I don't think I'm extending it that much, though. I might not do the initial bit, though. It's supposed to be like 3 solid days, and honestly, I might have enough exploration activities. I need to math it out a bit to, like, get to a lot of stuff. Let's do Life Wave. More freezing. Yeah. But I like to overcomplicate everything. I'm also, like, I also started to, like, cut out the images. This is the thing. Problem. Well, I'll be taking one out, so we'll be tied. I think I'm in a better position. Lammy is now going to have to heal. Yeah. We'll see. I just like for them to get to, like, everything. I mean, okay, so I already did increase, like, that's the other thing too, I increased the size of the, squares a bit. Like, they're supposed to be, like, it's supposed to be 15 minutes, okay, this is actually the reason I did it. So, like, you're supposed to explore in 15-minute chunks, and so you have a certain number of exploration days. But most side activities take 10 minutes. So I made the chunks about So I basically reduced the size of the hexes by 1/3. So now each hex will be 10 minutes, and that makes a lot more sense for the way activities work in this game. And then if they want to, like, you know, heal, it'll take them 10 minutes. So, or an hour, or 10 turns, and it's like, and that's the other thing too, like, if they do fight, like, they're gonna have to take time to heal up, and then go adventure again. It's like, you know, you can only heal a certain amount over a period of time without expending resources. And they will get resources, so it's not gonna be like the end of the world, but it's just going to be a whole thing. If I want them to feel free to have days where they can focus on fighting, and then have days where they can focus on exploring. So, but we'll see if that's too much. We're nice and healthy. Yeah. Those are my current thoughts. Oh yeah, those are what I was saying though, is like I was spending like time cutting out every, like I spent time cutting out a spider image, and I'm like, this should be like an hour. Why am I doing this for the like generic monsters? So what I'll probably do is do a pass and go back to those with the, you know, do an initial token making pass, and come back to those if you know, I have time, and then cut them out. And I'll focus on the main characters being cut out. Okay. I should remember to ride. What's over here then? Sylvia, I need you. Did it again. No idea what I got. This is nothing. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, this seems more like, yeah, one of these kind of puzzles. Direction first. What's that one over there? I have to go and get the other one, testing it. There we go. See how all this works, but I see. There we go. Well, be real. I want that stuff. There we go. Bracelet plus 5. I'll take it. There we go. This way. Ooh, yeah, this goes down. And right. Oh, found a blob key. Means I can go to the blob area. Activate blob mom unit with blob key. Sweet. I'm actually surprised that key wasn't in the fire area. Shortcuts or secrets? That looks different. Why does that look different? Bastion. I have a feeling this might indicate I need to shrink. Some of that, but not certain. Let us continue. Let's try the other way, see if that's a dead end. Does not appear to be. Yeah, we'll do this group. I still don't have a lot of leaf fighters, which is a problem. Of some degree. Oops, I did this in the wrong order. Oh well. Gumba Cash should have been first. We'll do the Ornithopters and let the little eyeball. I'll have to figure out what they're called. Stop stripping. Do I look like paint to you? What are you called again? Oculus. Reparo. Yeah. That does more combo though, so it's more important. Yeah. I do need to look over player stuff though. Why are you focusing on Doe? What if Doe's a fluffy little pumpkin and he doesn't do he hasn't done anything to you. Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, production value will have to come in stages, depending on how free I am. Damn it. I don't appreciate it. Let's see, anything else I'm thinking about? This week was crazy. Coworker, tore a tendon in a way that doesn't require surgery, thankfully, but is still gonna be a pain. Probably. More of these guys. Yeah, I can do wind pretty well. That is kind of my jam. So, thankfully it won't require surgery, but she's basically only going to be able to come in once a week, and that's because that's the day her daughter can drive her in. So my coworker is kind of going to be down and out for a bit, which is going to be annoying, especially with my forgetful 88-year-old boss. who likes to get annoyed at me over things that are his fault. He used to be so much better. Like, it's just, at this point, though, it's like, cool, I did do that, and I did remind you of the thing you told me about, but then you forgot again, and I'm not sure how often I need to remind you, and I don't want to come, because you get mad at me if I remind you too often, but I need to remind you, and then when you keep forgetting, you then get mad at me for not reminding you, and I just don't know how to handle it. The pain. Why you have to shield yourself? I have to help you, and now you shield yourself. So, there's some annoyance there, but the boss's son should be taking over. I was gonna call him Friday. Yeah, I was gonna call him Friday, but I ended up not. Mostly, I'm gonna try and do more damage and finish off the other one next turn. Yeah, I was trying to, so I want to talk to him, see how that process is going along. Healing, I should have just finished. Oh well. But we should be able to finish off the middle one now. Ari. And then hopefully we can finish off the front one with Gavin. No. Oh well. Yeah. So that's kind of been my life lately. This whole week. I was supposed to have Thursday and Friday off, but instead I had Friday. I'm having Friday and Monday off because the carpet cleaners wouldn't come. They were supposed to come at night, and they failed to come twice. But we needed a key for them, so I had to get my key. And even then, I still had to go over there on Friday to, pick up my key because they, delayed twice. A bunch of D-bags. So much you can do there, though. Yeah, crazy week. You get him, Doe. There we go. Yeah, I'm kind of excited, though. I'm doing a lot of prep. Found a bunch of extra maps for the stuff that didn't have maps. So the other way seems like it goes up. This way might connect back around to itself. No? Let's try down here. This way's gotta just be a puzzle or something. Leap of... Oh, okay. No leap of faith? Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be... Any enemies? No. I know what this is gonna be. Or maybe not. I thought it was gonna be a timer. Oh. Elite mimics. Okay. Interesting. Magic. Okay. We'll do my magic team. What kind of stuff do they have? Whatever. So Ari, start with the buff. You can do a sonic wave to try and debuff. Really? 6 misses? Oh my god. Or like 5 misses? That was out of 6 attacks? That was terrible. The 25. Well, you have to do it differently because it's choose. There's one out of. Because a lot of people do these calculations as like. Because if I just say like 1 out of 4 times 6 or times 5 is, you know, high, but what you really should do is you have to do like the whole thing where you then multiply and then divide. And I always forget because it's technically 1 out of 4 times 6 choose 5 effectively, or choose 1 and then subtract that out to get your odds. And I always forget that whole calculation. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Choose calculation. Combination, that's what it's called. So it's n minus 1 blah, blah, factorial, no, can express. Okay. Yeah, n exclamation point over n minus k exclamation point times k exclamation point. That's it. So do so there's 6 options. So what is k? K is each k combination of set S of n member has k exclamation point permutations. Set of k combinations, set S, often denoted by set k. We have 5 and you choose 3. For example, okay, k equals 5 from 52, so n is 52. Okay, so yeah, so total is k, or yeah, total is n, and options is k. That means if you do, so it's 6. Do I have factorial here? Times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. Then you divide that by no. Oh wait, I can do this easier. Because if n is 1, the option of getting 1 no, but that's forget. I'm done. I forget how to do all that. I need to get better at probability. I don't know what it is about probability, though. I just never remember how to handle it. My brain just forgets these equations and how and what goes where all the time. I need to get better at it, though. I need to just force my brain to do it again. Ow. Good, okay. Whew, yeah, please don't kill my healer. I really need to get the other one that's got the defense, so I have a more reliable defense. But I'm getting something special at the end of this. It's not a boss, but it was a special chest. Okay with that. It hurts, but I'm okay with that. Hey, Ari should be able to hit the front one. You should continue buffing us. I'm gonna save the back one for when I have the most power. Now, please don't target my healer again. Fuck you. Okay. Please kill. You jerk. Okay, Ari should kill the front one, and then start working on the back one. I've been working on the back one. Okay, and they should go down. Oh, hurts my score. And my pride. Oh, that's how that works. The real one was behind. I thought that looked like an odd, key or an odd block. I was gonna like try and hit it after that, but I didn't get a chance. Let's check out the other direction. This is starting to feel like the right direction. I hate going the right direction. The right direction is the wrong direction every time. Wrap around or what? Oh no, but this is a different thing. It's gonna be a oh no. Okay, so this was a single direction, but it will wrap around. Cool. Also, there's a clock there. Okay, we'll fight this group. Wind, and water. Yeah, you're fine. And then wind, water, earth, Fire Nation. You're gonna be the one fighting the water at first, because that's the one that the other two can't hurt. Kind of, yeah. And they can, but it's just gonna be less good. Less goodly hurted. You go for the eyeball. I'll for the oven. Yep. Let's see. What else is going on with the game I'm prepping for? Maps have been a pain because of the way that Paizo gives them to you. They don't have they don't have a clear size. They're not easily sliceable, so I have to like do a whole process. I developed a whole process to just slice them up in a way that works. I have a process now. At least I have that. But it's still a pain. And they only give you like a few sites. I went for it and made a thing for every site using JPEG maps. He says Peku maps. I like calling it says Peku. That's how I first dyslexiated it. That's how I'm going to continue to dyslexia it. I don't think dyslexia is a real disease anymore. Fun fact, dyslexia isn't a real disease anymore. It's actually a subset of ADHD now. Which is itself a single thing. The ADD and ADHD used to be different, but they now are included in the same. The whole thing. Dolphin egg. now we're back to where we were. Sylvia in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Ooh. Eggies? Let's try this. I want eggies. Yeah, you both just have might. I do need to respec these two weirdos. Ow. Wow, you hurt. Oh, right. So they have stuff I'm weak to. That's a problem. And I'm going to retreat. Fight you again. This time, magic will be neutral, actually. Actually, Lammy. Because Lammy can debuff. Oh, wait. No, wait. They're resistant to debuffs. Damn it. My brain glitched. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. We're just going to do this team. Because they're not weak to their BS. And we'll start with defense. I want to get a decent score so that way I can at least get that light egg. I need to look up which version of them I prefer, but... Ow. Oh my gosh. Probably still gonna die though. Yep. Okay, hold on. Let me do some of this. First, I wanted to get you 100%. You, I wanted you 100%. If I get more from you, I'd want it to be this column. But you're a very glass cannon. I mean, 32, not a ton. Also have very low health. Definitely need to buff this. Do you get anything that buffs your defense? Not really, other than the defenses. You can get a bunch of them though. Really good for moving buffs. I do need to remember that you have that. You have 171? It's 220 though. Honestly... 20% of the value, so that'd be 8. Or 8. Yeah, we'll do dodge. You're going to be a dodge tank rather than a... Well, not dodge tank. You're not going to be that good, but... Oh, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, what can you give me? We need you... Flying a buff, 50% so that debuff is removed. That is good, honestly. We will do that. Do you get anything from mana and mana regen? Not really. Oh, yeah, I do want to do, like, these two, because they are good. Okay, Doe, what do you got? Every magical attack. I'm not really doing a ton of magical attacks. Weakness causes enemies to take 10% increased damage. Aura. Yes, because I do like to keep the channel buff on them, so that's probably what I want. An Ari. I think a revive isn't the end of the world. Single hit does more. Yes, I do remember wanting this and this. That way I could actually build up shock. But I will also need wind affinity and some other stuff. But right now I've been keeping you very physical. Only making you a backup. We'll do that though. No, just another one. Yeah, we need more buffs, honestly. We do Life Wave, but we need more buffs. Okay, let's start with channel, because that'll give me some defense. Let's do power. Of the unlimited variety, and then start with defense. There we go. Gavin's gonna be my secondary attacker from this point forward, though. Don't like all the debuffs. Good, okay. Working as intended, kind of. And then you continue to build up buffs. And you can now strip debuffs, which is nice. There we go. That's how you apply. That's how we handle shock. Now please survive my feathered friend in the middle, Pumpkin. Good, okay. Still could be better, but... going good. Yeah, got some defense, got some... yeah, we'll do heat, because we need some critical. There we go. That's what I like to see. And this should finish you. There we go. Down, then there were two. Ow. Okay, that I'm more fine. Okay, cool. Spread it around, that's what I like to see. I think you're maxed out on buffs. Almost. Let's build a combo. Actually, I should go to the other things to build combo now I think about it. A crit, you die. Yes, you die. It. I don't like that one. It hurts. Oh, why am I using the one that makes me weak to that? I'm a dummy. So what I really should do is something like freeze to give them a debuff. And then we can finish them off hopefully with explosion. Nope. There was a chance. Doe, do your stuff. Finish him off. I like it, Doe. Didn't get what I needed, though. What's over here? More fights. Going good. Okay, so special. Okay, I want a bird. Okay, so we'll need water. We'll do Lammy and Gavin. And we'll start with power. Then we can see about maybe weakening everyone. Oh wow, I got everyone. That's actually a pretty low chance. And you can start attacking the often. Honestly, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna, you know what, let's do that one. I need a don't know. Doe, Sylvia, and Gavin. Hopefully we can preserve. And then we'll start with no, we'll do team play. Get that defense first. Yeah. Sylvia is very weak. But should be okay. Ow. It's okay though. Yeah, we'll focus on healing Sylvia. And now, let's... Yeah, we'll have you start attacking the Stolby. Sylvia will attack the Stolby to get its... so start also building up more sidekick. And then we'll continue with the back oven with Gavin. Stop with the AoEs. I don't like them. Okay, we can do a bit of group healing and buffing. You, we're maxed out on sidekick, so we'll focus on building combo then and damage. Or we can just kill. That works too. How are you on? Okay, so you have defense. Generation. Yeah, what we're going to do with you... Go to freeze, because it does more hits. Which means more chance to do buffs. This does more damage, and I'd rather do damage. Never mind. There we go. Very curious what that, like, final hit is. And you can... Actually, does that do more damage? I feel like that does a good chunk of damage. Oh, yeah. It does hurt. Please, no. I want a bird team. Give me the bird I'm missing. How was his voice? Good job, Keeper. We must be almost at the top of the workshop now. I don't remember what I gave him. But as I expected, there are some security measures in place. It's a sign that Marduk doesn't want us to come here. I can show you after this conversation. The keys to those doors should be hidden somewhere around the workshop. I saw some promising-looking treasure chests on the way here, but alas, I was afraid they might be mimics. Those mimics are quite annoying to someone like me, who prefers to get to the treasure exclusively through subterfuge. I can deal with traps, but ancient spirits that were banished inside treasure chests? No clue how to get past that, not yet. Okay. Yeah, so this is kind of my map. So you can kind of see where I've been. After the tower... Well, actually, I just got access to the slime area, so I might do that next. Okay. I think I got them all. I did. You have anything to say to that? Nope. Now we'll come in. Well done, Keeper. I'm happy to know that I can count on you on the support of the Monster Sanctuary. You didn't even find a champion monster around here yet, though, did you? There's got to be one somewhere around here. I know Marduk wouldn't leave this place unguarded, so let's press on, but also be on your guard. I apologize for those irregular champion monsters on behalf of the entire Order of Alchemists, but also on behalf of myself. Some of my work has gone into the creation of the elixirs that created those champion monsters, you see. I spent some time trying to find an elixir that reverts the champion transformation, but I don't think it's possible. Sorry. Yeah, okay. There's a big guy. Yeah, that's a banana. Well, you see... Yeah, so, this is a puzzle. There have been clocks around, actually, in the background. Hold on. Okay, we're actually gonna go elephant, because I just want to go and take a quick look around for those. Yeah, okay, so... here's what we're gonna do. Is that 12, right? Yeah. And then come back, so... that's 12:45. Anything over here? No, that was the blob. The final blob key. I thought this little texture right here was weird, so I wanted to come back here. That's another point. So I did the hook thing as an upside down question mark. Is that the only one? It might just be do that. Hold on, it might just be, that might be all I need. Hold on. That does make it work, then I will. Actually, what we'll do is we'll check the other side real fast. Yeah, no, that's the lab area. Okay. Let's just try 1245. Minutes. 45. No, minutes was 12. The shorthand, sorry. So it was 9. So this is going to be 0. You get to be 9. Yeah, okay, so that was all I needed. Well. Uplift. Need to come back here. Okay. I have no idea what this guy does. Let's see. Weak to water and wind. That's good. My entire team has wind. But resists fire. He does wind and fire. Honestly, front runner team probably is going to be best. Okay. Unless he's got something that counters me that is not clear. Here we go. Should be pretty easy given my team. Okay, got some bleed. Don't like that. Do not like AoE pain. AoE pain is a pain. Of the AoE variety. We'll do combo build. There we go. And actually, I should be buffing my magic. There we go. Ivory Schultz. Don't like explosive blast. Okay. Let's heal Doe. Another storm, and then more of the same. Ow. That hurt. Definitely need to upgrade that healing skill. Definitely next level. Combo and crush. What does more damage? You do 380. You do 380. Do all these 380? Yeah, all those do 380. Don't weaken me. Also, don't attack everyone. That hurts my feelings and my health bars. Well, we got one person fully maxed out on buffs. There was a chance. Sometimes do more damage than it estimates. Hey, Dana. Pretty good. We'll just finish it off now. Now, I give it about a 60% chance that the guy who's been following me is a spy and wanted to get in here for his own purposes, or for Marduk. And I helped him. Does he have anything to say? Is he still down there? Found and defeated the champion monster? Splendid! Let's find out what it was guarding. Oh, cool. He actually did have different dialogue. Okay. What is this?
Infernal beasts from the bowels of the earth. It is as I had feared.
What is the meaning of this, alchemist?
We were all deceived, you see. They called Marduk a devil. How close they were to the truth. Let me explain how I came to doubt our leader Marduk. When I learned of that he has been alive for hundreds of years, I was astonished, as you'd expect. I believe that he had found the legendary Philosopher's Stone, able to postpone the human aging process, but that may only exist in the realm of myths. Eventually, I realized the only way for a human to reach immortality was not through an alchemical breakthrough, but through the occult. Of course, I would never meddle with the occult myself, but in my research, I found evidence that Marduk might have done so. The fact that Marduk isn't ever letting us know more than we need to know for his purposes has tripped me off too. True academics share their knowledge with each other, but now I'm getting sidetracked. What I mean to say is, despite my colleagues revering Marduk as the savior of alchemy, it became clear to me that he was only using us. This statue, proves my findings. There is some connection between Marduk and the occult. To be more exact, a connection between Marduk and Mad Eyes. Perhaps he's not even human himself at all, or he's just a pawn in a much bigger scheme. Who knows?
Is there anything else you can tell us?
Not much, I'm afraid. I heard from the other alchemists that Marduk is hiding in the abandoned tower, but I can't even confirm or refute that fact, to be honest. It's just hearsay. I never even met him personally. He seems to only fully trust two of the alchemists, Zazamos and Chimes. That's all I can tell you. I would keep wandering the sanctuary to find out more. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. Check in with your familiar once in a while. They'll keep you in the know, I'm sure.
Uncover the source of Marduk's powers. What does this do? Oh. Wait. But isn't that the final area? I kind of thought that'd be the final area, but... Oops. I don't really care. I don't want to fight things right now. Let's, move past things. I need to buy more smoke bombs. There we go. Can you do that in every area I enter? And even periodically when I don't enter an area. Oh. I don't care right now. I can farm for that anytime. I want to make progress in this game. Study this area, yeah, so it's the same thing. I'm actually going to be right back. Can you go to the bathroom? Okay. There we go. So, what is over here? Abandoned tower. Okay, here we go. That seems to be quite a thick wall. This must be the entrance to the abandoned tower. What we've learned so far is that the leader of the alchemists, Marduk, is hiding somewhere in there. Yeah. Quick pee, rinse hand, then go. Yeah. I try and make it fast, especially when I'm interested in continuing. What we've learned so far is that the leader of the alchemists, Marduk, is hiding somewhere in there. But to get inside, we need to find the key of power. When did we learn that? We should keep exploring the different areas of the monster sanctuary for now. Okay, so it is... boop. Key of Power. Getting close to max level. Okay. Let's go to the slime area. What's going to be the fastest way? Probably from here. Especially if I just zip past monsters. Although I do need to get that bird. Hold on. I want the bird. I'll come back for it. I probably won't hatch it now anyway, as I said, because I just don't want to worry about it until I'm like max level and can focus on different things. Okay. Whoa, that was weird. That was a weird little glitch. Run across the crumbling walkway. Woo. Oh, that guy's gone. Why would you ever leave? Enter the land of blobs. It's a pet. Well... I'm just gonna do this team. Unlimited power. We'll start with the fire slime, or the water slime, sure. Oh, okay. I mean, that tends to happen from time to time. Could also be a bit of my connection. That can also happen. We'll do the lava slime, give him the freeze. You can get the boom. Boom shakalaka. Healing. That's no fun. For me. And I'm the one who's important. Welcome back. Let's do Featherstorm. Yeah, sometimes it's like this, just Twitch being Twitch. Twitch being twitchy. And then there was one. Okay. Should be done here. You can just do combo building. And then Snow Veil. Probably won't kill though. Nope. Go, defend. Thank you, Doe. You lifesaver, Doe. If I crit. I did, and I won, and I am awesome. Unsettling. Nope. Okay, we've got a small hole. Again. I fell right into that. Oh, a rainbow slime. Oh, this is a good team for the rainbow slime. And then I can magic the rainbow slime. And then maybe I can blow up the ice slime. Did a pretty good job on that. Help yourself, Doe. You're looking a little worse for wear. And we'll continue going for the slime with Gavin, and should be able to kill the ice slime. Yeah, calling them slimes. They're technically blobs, but whatever. Is there a difference? Not really. Other than, you know, vague decisions on which one the game designers wanted to use. Okay, you can start going for the middle one, who is now the back one, arguably. Go. Man, they just really don't like Doe today. There we go. Doe should be looking spick and spam now. And rainbow done. And it should be all good after this next turn. Okay, and that's the end of that chapter. I've been getting painfully gimped on eggs. Not these eggs, though. These eggs are weird. No. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, you're a dark rainbow slime. That's what's going on. Or a dark lava slime. We'll do Lammy, so that way I have some more magic. Also, the ability to cure conditions isn't bad either. Wait, what's going on? I thought those were rainbow slimes. Why are they not weak to magic? They are weak to magic. Oh, I bet they have... Oh, yeah, they resist 2 elements. That's what's going on. But let's start with the lava slime, because they're different. And I don't like different. I'm the only one who can be different. Please don't. Okay, I really need to up Lammy's defense. Lammy is so... painfully weak. I already invested a lot into their defense. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, it doesn't help that they're weak to 2 elements. I mean, there's a lot that can harm them. We could go for you and just kind of hope for the best. No, I should retreat. Okay, let's see what I can do with Lammy. Lammy... anything I can do with you? Up your health. How much health will this give me? So... equipment... got defense on all my equipment. Just fighting an uphill battle of defense. Pain. Do we have defense, mana regeneration? Oh, we have health and mana. Do health and mana, because you do get some defense from mana, and then the extra health might be useful. Let's see. I mean, mana does double duty, but just not sure how worthwhile investing a lot into mana is. Because you don't need a ton of mana most of the time. Then it can increase it by 30%. Let's try doing some more mana. Okay. Let's do some side by side. So right now, your defense is 450. What happens if I do mana? Mana. Okay, we'll do mana and health. Defensive mana. Don't need attack magic. Don't need crit. You just aren't gonna have as much. I'll give you a little bit more mana regen, but it's not really worthwhile. I mean, it does do the better healing skills. Mana Ring does do some work, so it's I'm still lower on defense, even with the buffs to defense. You have more health, though. I mean, it's nice that it increases like everything, but now my mana, in theory, will slowly go down. Oh no, 165. Never mind, that's good. Okay. I'm still sacrificing power. By a lot. What do you want? Rockets have 4% increase, critical chance to champion. Yeah. Okay, you're kind of secondary shock now. Cool. Giving you the ability to buff that stuff isn't bad, but ultimately, I'm making you kind of more of a side healer. It actually is pretty good for building combo. It effectively does 3 more hits. I need that, though. I need more life wave. It's been starting to lag behind. I'd like to get you to have the 4 final bits of these. Let's see. 42, the highest skill, or highest level. That means I have 5, let's see, 3, 4, 5 more points. So yeah, if I want to do these, what I'll do is I'll get, I know I did want this one. Yeah, and then we'll do the rest. Okay, what do you got for me? That's not bad. You need some more defense, though. You're pretty glass cannon, and I have so many glass cannons. Dodge is probably what I need. Yeah, we'll do that for now. I'd like to build up your final bits a bit. We'll do this chain. Figure it out from there. Okay. Yeah, because the rainbow slimes can do all types of damage. I mean, they could focus on Lammy, who often takes double damage, which means they need better defenses, but they're, oh man, they're kind of problematic in that sense. Like, they're just such a glass cannon, but they're a glass cannon healer, which is just weird. Let's try it. See if my changes made a difference. Let's debuff the fire one. How much does this get? 20% less damage, so it's like ×2 minus 20. It's not great, but then we'll buff. I should have done that first, but oh well. M to rearrange. Go. Back to the right order. There's no objectively right order, but it's the right order for me. Honestly, Gavin almost does a better job removing debuffs than Lammy does. It hurts a lot. And then your healing is kind of meh, because I can't buff your magic, because I'm so busy buffing your defense. Because you die in one hit. Ugh. I'd like you to be better. I really would. We'll just Featherstorm you. I'm gonna get rid of the one that does fire damage. Best I can. Don't heal yourself. That's mean. Don't do the cat meme face to me, you stupid slime. Even though you kind of have a cat face. Man, they really do have a cat face. Cool. Okay, spreading around some damage. Should've. I feel like I should have healed a bit more, but whatever. Water. Drinking a lot. Maybe because it's hot. Not too hot in my house. Thankfully, I live in California where AC's like a requirement. It's a lot of shock. Shocking. We'll do Charge Beam. Got the kill, hell yeah. Okay, let's remove... no, honestly the buffs are fine. We'll do a Chevy Volt. And finish. Finish him. There we go. Okay, so that's change. What does this do? Increases damage, healing, and jilling of almost. Oh yeah, that's one of the food item. Okay, let us continue. I bet someone with tryptophobia would not like this area. Wait a second. Let's show, like, that there's something this direction. Interesting. This is basically my question mark. Maybe it's a one-way thing where I have to come from the other way. Possible. What time is it? Still got a half an hour. That's not bad. So, Dana, if you're still around, how have you been? Anything interesting? Going on? Okay. Phoenix Serum. Revives target, heals target. Okay. It's just a better reviver. You're a fellow. changeling. Take more normal damage. Okay. I'm working on potentially getting you some stuff. It seems like the players have their characters kind of set up, so probably can get you some art soon. I'm just going to talk to them later today. Arcane. I feel like I've heard of that. Oh yeah, it's a Netflix thing. Sadly, isn't it based off like League of Legends? Oh yeah, it's Arcane League of Legends. Okay. Yeah. So I want Sylvia. I'll try Lemmy and Gavin. That's what we'll do. I never could get into League of Legends. I really just can't. To be fair, I like their characters. Their lore is kind of meh, but their lore actually could be interesting. But yeah, the actual game itself, I've tried a dozen different MOBAs. I just can't get it. It's really just MOBAs, all things considered. But I don't like weak 2. Oh yeah, you're weak to normal damage, so I got Sylvia out. We'll start with... There we go. We're gonna finish that one. Just to wrap it up. It's supposed to be kind of a short thing anyway. And then we'll do the next game, which will be longer. So I'm expecting it to happen. Well, I was expecting it to happen at the beginning of September. Now it's probably going to be the middle or end of September. Mostly because of Luckin is moving. And so he couldn't make it this week. He said he might be able to. He said he was gonna... Well, he said, I should be able to, and then he's like, yeah, I overestimated myself. So... but yeah, we'll finish that one. In case you get any ideas, I should tell you that, like, the next game is gonna be, like, a martial arts tournament, is the concept. It's also very Asian-inspired because it happens in TNZ, which is the Galarian continent of, like, basically Asia. It's just all of Asia. So it's kind of their thing. So... if you get any ideas, that's the scene is gonna need like a few parts, and I'll describe this. I've been meaning to go through and like find examples to kind of show you, but it's basically gonna be the game screen, spots for the players, spots for the chat, spots for the game chat, which is a different thing. Although that might be just on screen. And then me. So I'll give you examples, but it's going to be kind of, those are kind of the chunks I need, so it'll be a whole thing. But yeah, Kobold, well, that's kind of the game, is humanoid mostly. It's pretty rare that these games have you play something not humanoid, mostly because well, then you can't have hands to use weapons and stuff. But there are ones that do allow for that. It's just, tends to be less common. But yeah, it's just improv, and... No, what? No, because No, no. So, Luckin is actually playing to play a kobold, and Jesse is playing to play a Tengu, also sometimes known as a Kenku, which is basically a crow person. So, I actually have two people who are weird creatures. Yeah. They already kind of decide on their characters. I'm going to talk to them more today, and maybe I'll talk to Luckin today, but he just moved, so he's like trying to get things set up. But he said he'll try to make it. I've been trying to get Tantus to decide on what he wants, but he's like, I have to make so many characters. I need to figure it out. It's like, okay. Actually, I could probably just finish you off. We'll just see if I can finish you off. Yeah. I am so smart. You okay? So you resist debuffs. That's what you resist. Okay. And what I need, you're pretty much buffed out. Magic is probably a good one then. Yep. Rainbow blob egg. Nice. Kind of would have preferred the slime. Actually, wait. What is the rainbow blob's ability? I also might have you make, okay, so there's like some odd gaps in the game's like enemy art. So I might have you make like 2 to 4, probably 4 enemies. But that'll be for way later, so we'll have tons of time. Like that's going to be months from now is when I'm going to need those. Because like basically they introduce these characters throughout the game. And then they do twisted versions of these characters kind of near the end. There's like a whole thing where you have to fight twisted versions of them. And they only give art for half of them. And I'm just all like, why would you go... You literally gave art for all of the initial people. You have art for tons of these other monsters. And even for some side characters that don't even matter. And yet you neglected to give enemy art for these characters that you're supposed to be building up? What the... Okay, it's just a weird thing. Yes. I'm expecting it to be about 6 months. Playing every other week. So yeah, this one's definitely longer than expected. Oh. What happened? You heard a distant noise. Okay. Oh yeah, I was looking up what the guy did. Explorability is what I want. Yeah, so it's gonna be a while, but yes. What is your question? Oh, you do this intangibility shroud thing. That's good to know. Thumbnails are a definite. We might get back into working on the Rulebooks and Rascals thing, but just taking more time. But yeah, we'll figure it out. There will be stuff to work on. I'm someone who's always got ideas. For oh yeah, I want the rainbow blob egg. Rainbow, you can be... Bowie. Yeah, if you're worried about just not having anything to do, don't worry, I'll find stuff if need be. Yeah, turns me into a slime. Okay, but what's up here? My thought was... Beep. That I might, if I turn to a slime, I might slip in somewhere. Nope. Okay. How big is this area? I don't know. Let's go back and do this other area up here. I want to test this out. Although when it comes to Roblox and Rascals, I'm not sure what there is to do because I've decided mostly that if I do Roblox and Rascals, what I might do is do two things. Or I might just keep it simple and not try and do like a VOD part. I might just, so I'm gonna kind of forego. I know I've had you work on a bunch of it already, but I'm probably gonna forego the screens. Because I realize like doing the double duty on that is gonna be a pain, but so I'll probably just do Theater of the Mind and not worry about doing scenes. But I will need scenes for this new thing, and then again, I'll always need stuff. I'm gonna have ideas. I'm not too worried about leaving you out of stuff. Worst case, we can just work on something kind of interesting. Then we got Tantus games. He's got a bunch of games coming up, although some of those are going to reuse characters. But I know there's another one after this one that we're currently on that's going to be different. So want magic. You. Team play. I think this team should have dough. I've considered asking him. I think I did at one point, and he said no. I think it's because he likes to have his weekends, because he, works a lot. They're a little bit more, yeah, he does play D&D, but yeah, D&D is a little bit more involved. Like, that is a thing. But I mean, it just takes a lot more time. But again, I'll need to. I actually kind of want to ask him because it would be nice to have a fourth person. I was thinking about that. Let's see if we can't get rid of this front slime. And we got it. Good. Yeah, I would like to get the thing where I can attack and heal and cure debuffs. That would be nice. Yeah, let's do you. Hopefully build up my combo for you. Well, dang. Well, you can finish off that back one then. Okay, here we go. Shock them, you hopper. I want more water, but stream's only got like 20 more minutes left. So I don't want to get up and take a break. Okay. Am I gonna get another load? No. Is it gonna be another load-bearing thing? Load-bearing treasure chests. Don't know how that works. Although that does remind me of the Simpsons episode where there was a load-bearing poster. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and I love it. Yeah, I thought it'd be this way. Ooh, changelings. Let's try this group. Oops, should have started the channel. My bad. There we go. Oh, sidekick. It's interesting that they change them to different forms when they use different abilities. I just noticed that. Okay. We'll do aerial strike with Sylvia. And then we'll do it with Kraven. There we go. One down, two to go. Okay, build up Kraven. And yeah, I got enough other stuff, so let's do beating. Who's stronger? You're okay. Yeah, you are stronger in the back. Oh wait, why haven't I shifted Kraven? I just realized I haven't shifted Kraven. That'll help if I do that. Kraven first. The back seems to be... Well, we'll do the front one. There we go. Strip all those buffs. Now Sylvia can maybe murder. I think maybe I just didn't have enough shift stones, but I definitely have them now. Okay. Life Wave. Normal hits. Change the name, there we go. check. You never know. Another load-bearing chest? Another load-bearing chest. Let's speed this up. Hopefully I can get through the slime area. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Ooh, we got like golden eggs now. Eh. Craft box. What's up here? It looked like nothing, but that probably means... Oh. Okay, we've got to... This is probably only halfway then. Probably... Yeah, okay, so... Got 2 more areas that'll open up later. Got it. For now, we continuewards, onwards and downwards. Check. Always gotta check. More changelings and a fire slime. Okay, I actually do like this team. Forgot a shift Greven. I wanted to look into that. It'll probably be actually the last thing I do. Team play. Then we'll colden the lava blob. That's a word. Believe me. I'm a linguologist. I took a conlang class and... No. I've watched maybe 1 or 2 of the games, and even then, only like a fraction of them. I don't really care all that much about soccer. I don't care about sports ball in general. Start with power. Then... well, you need to heal. That's a given. I mean, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. I don't care. I actually get the hype, but no, yeah, no. Like I get it. Like I'm not like saying, oh, you're bad if you watch it. It's just I've just been if it's on somewhere that I happen to be, I will watch it because it is somewhat interesting. But I think it's cool that it's in America. You know, it's kind of America's been kind of left out of it. Not, more like they just didn't have interest, and that's kind of actually why I heard that. See, this it's actually really funny because I'm like, why haven't they held the football tournament, this soccer tournament in America to get Americans interested? Because I feel like that's, if anything, Americans are just extremely competitive, so holding it in view of America will get them interested in soccer. So I'm like, okay, cool. Football, North America, no, football, yeah, just football. Football. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. That was. This will keep encouldering the lava blob. And there we go. Slowly building up the debuffs. Which I think is actually kind of the point, because he does take you take less damage from people with debuffs, so I can debuff the person who's most likely to do damage. Yeah, that's kind of a good point. That's kind of my own fault that I've been letting myself get so debuffed. Yeah, and that is why they're doing it, from what I've heard. That is why they eventually did it here, but I'm just kind of surprised it took them this long to figure it out. Because I've thought of that literally from when I was in high school. I'm like, this would be a good idea. I don't know why they don't do it that way. Or don't do it for once, you know? Okay, now we can go to these guys. Stop it. More here. Okay, let's see if we can't get rid of one first. We'll do this turn. Yeah, I think it's cool that people can like get behind this and, you know, come together. It's kind of a neat, like, bit of a symbol. I mean, the people who run it are a bunch of douchebags, but, you know, what are you gonna do? It's kind of everyone right now. Every organization is basically like that, especially monopolies. The Olympics are only slightly better. I mean, I didn't really say much. I kind of was talking a bit about the game that I'm playing, and then I did kind of say a little bit about how it sucks that the organization that runs the National Football League or whatever, no, that's NFL. What is, hold on. World Cup Company. What are they called? FIFA. That's who they're called. FIFA, Federal International Football Association. Yeah, the FIFA people, they suck as an organization, but yeah, I got there. I looked it up. Need another person who can uplift. We're gonna find another load-bearing chest. We're gonna need to fly. Fly me. Oh, I also wanted to actually shift you. I should have, yeah, shift stone. I have a bunch of them now. Okay, after every buff, shield, or heal action of an ally additionally applies one random buff, or critical chance and critical damage of every consecutive hit during an ability increased by 2%. That's actually pretty good. Dark Bird. Actually, I should have looked at the... Hold on. Okay, so you go very much into attack. You do get some defenses. The light shift is more defensive, though. I might want to make you into kind of a buffer. Okay, bye. I mean, I'm not sticking around for much longer. I've got 5 more minutes, so we'll see how that goes. Take care. Ah, that's where I needed to go. Swim. There you go. There you go. We'll head back to the main room. We'll head back to the main room. And probably call it. Which way opened? This way. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked, you can follow. If you really liked, you can subscribe. If you need more convincing, you can check me out on YouTube in the panels down below. If you are on YouTube, you can like, comment, subscribe. And if you need more convincing, there should be another video right up there. Until next time.